How's it going, everybody? Welcome to 2A News Now. And I really do appreciate you taking your time tuning into today's video. We all know how hypocritical Democrat politicians can be. For example, they don't want any of us to have guns, but yet they have security. They say walls don't work when it comes to the border, but they either have a gate around their house or live in a gated community. And now we have a guy who used to work for a major gun company that helped sell over 3 million firearms. And now he's an anti-gun Democrat running for governor. The person I'm talking about is Busse, and he's a Democrat candidate running for the governor of Montana. And he's hoping in November to beat the incumbent governor, Greg Gianforte. This guy spent almost 20 years working for Kimber as a sales executive, and he left the company in 2020. And he gave a lot of reasons why he left the company. Because of hardline conservative politics. There was rampant fear-mongering. He also claimed there was racism. And even though he was an executive for Kimber, he claimed there was massive profits from semi-automatic sales. But yet that was his job to do so. And take a guess where he went to work after he left Kimber. He went to work for the Joe Biden campaign as an advisor on guns. And take a guess where he went to work after that. He was the senior advisor for the gun control group Giffords. No surprise there. And in 2021, he wrote a book. And you won't be surprised with the title of the book. Gunfight, My Battle Against the Industry, that radicalized America. That also made him a ton of money before he left Kimber. And now that he's running for governor of Montana, an anti-gun group has endorsed him. So you would think in his latest campaign ad, he would talk about how anti-gun he is now. And saying that we need universal background checks and ban weapons of war and assault weapons. But he went exactly the opposite way. Instead, in his latest campaign ad, he talked about proudly how he helped sell 3 million guns. He even looks through a scope that's attached to a rifle and fires off a round. And he says he's a gun guy. And after he fired that first shot, he said, I sold 3 million of them. And he also said, hell, I even helped design it. He even leaned against his rifle and said, I can't spot someone who can't shoot straight a mile away. And then, of course, after that, he went on to attack the current governor. And you'll never guess how the ad ends. He once again looks through the scope of the rifle, and this time he shoots off a round. But the target now is tannerite, and the ad ends in an explosion. So you have a Democrat in his campaign ad using a firearm, bragging that he sold over 3 million firearms, and then attacking the current governor, also saying he's a gun guy. But for the past couple of years, he spent most of his time promoting gun control. If he is a gun guy, he should be supporting the right to keep and bear arms. They even said this guy wrote a couple of years ago that he became more and more disturbed by the sort of firearms the industry was selling, how it was selling them and to whom. He also said by 2021, he had quit the gun industry. I now work on the outside to alert the American public to the dangers I see. In this marketing, to me it undeniably created a culture of extremism and encouraged a new type of tactical mass shooter. America is seeing the deadly results of the violence incubated by these dark advertising fantasies. So why is this guy running campaign ads like this when he said in the past he's an anti-gunner and worked for anti-gun groups, but now he's saying he's a gun guy? Because he's running for the governor of Montana. And if his campaign ad had anything to do with being anti-gun, and if he wants to win and become the governor of Montana, he definitely doesn't want to do that. And that just shows you how hypocritical he is. And how is this guy doing in polls? Thank goodness, pretty shitty. The latest polls that I've seen has the incumbent governor up by more than 20 points. This guy was even paid to testify in support of gun control on assault weapons and large capacity magazines. Like I said earlier, it just shows how hypocritical this guy is. He's anti-gun, and now he's a gun guy. He worked for Biden on gun issues and worked for Giffords. And then in his campaign ad, he talks proudly about selling 3 million guns. I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait until November is over. And hopefully the people like this never get a chance to take office. And that's why it's very important for everybody to get out and vote. Let me know in the comment section down below, how hypocritical do you think this guy is? And if you guys enjoyed today's video, and you want to help the channel out and help it to continue to grow, I just ask you to take a few seconds of your time to like, share, and subscribe and hit those post notifications. I would be very grateful if you did so. And I invite you to come back and watch my next video.